Check it out, boys. We got it. We got rid of that COVID. It's gone, and I can feel the radiation pumping through my veins. You know what it is, boy.
Hey, yo, you know what it is, boys.
朋友是一个坚韧不拔的纪录片。
It is Easter today. That absolutely. What date is it? That's close enough. Happy belated Easter. The reason why this video is late is because I'm lazy. This is supposed to come out on Easter Day, but I just didn't have the time or the energy to do it. That's the hardest part about making these videos. But anyway, you know what we do on this channel? Occasionally we like to go into a bit of some sophisticated movie reviews. So I thought, for this occasion, what's the best thing that I could do for Easter? And I thought it would be to look at an Easter movie. So what brilliant kind of Easter movies have we got today? Well, I don't want to piss off any religion, so I don't think I'm going to be doing a Jesus movie, so I guess the only other mythical creature that's left to do would be the Easter Bunny. So what kind of amazing, whimsical movies could Hollywood make out of such a amazing character?
What are you doing? See?
Oh no. Oh no, please, no, why? No! Hop, everyone. Hop! Hop 2011, or as I like to call it, The Second Coming of Christ, was a 2011 movie made by Illumination. So already, you know, the quality of this movie is going to be just so amazing. I really need to make a video on Illumination and their terrible movies, but you know what, we'll leave that to a different day. This movie has James Marsden and Russell Brand in the movie. Do you remember him? Do you remember Russell Brand? I try to forget sometimes, but every time I see this movie, it reminds me that he was a thing. He was a thing for a while. Where is he now? He's probably riding off into the cosmos, full of coke. But anyway, this was, I guess, at the peak. Actually, yeah, Hop was the peak of his career, and it's clear to see why. I mean, just look at it. It's wonderful. It's beautiful. It's the greatest thing I've ever seen. So we're gonna take a look into this. This is regarded as pretty much like the only Easter movie, really, and it's probably gonna be the last for at least a long time until people forget about its existence. But I'm making this video so you can remember it for a lot more longer. Let's do it. Let's watch it. So I will say, starting right off the bat, the Easter egg is the Universal logo. The Universal logo is an egg. How amazing. How creative. I will admit, though, this is probably the only actual creative bit of the movie that they actually bothered to put a little bit of effort in. You stretched out the shape of it, the shape of the world. Try and explain this, flat earthers.
You have to be, well, a bunny. Or at least you did. Hi, I'm Fred O'Hare, the first human Easter bunny. Sounds insane, you say? It'll make sense once you know how it all went down.
Looking back on this movie, the way it starts, it looks like James Marsden is describing this Easter Bunny fiasco as if he was being on My Strange Addiction or one of those TLC shows. It's like he's going to Alcoholics Anonymous and being like, so yeah, what's up? My name Jeff. I have this thing where I go into people's houses and I force them to collect eggs. I hide eggs all around their house, and then they have to find them, and when they find them, they can keep them. They get to keep them. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm proud of it. I mean, it brings some people joy, but I get that it's kind of a bit of a nuisance. So I guess I'm here to try and stop my ever-growing problem. Wow, guys, look at all these cute, fluffy creatures in our movie. That is definitely to keep the kids occupied and hopefully to get us some marketing deals out of this movie. Come on, let's make them have big eyes and all these cutesy, uninspired designs. Hey!
Rolling around are you doing? We don't eat the candy. We make the candy. Okay, ciao. See you later. Enjoy your life of privilege, little bunny.
Yes, the only saving grace of this movie is Hank Azaria as the villain chick in this movie. I will say he does actually give quite a funny performance as this character, and sometimes I can just close my eyes and imagine it's something a little bit better than this movie. But he is the only good thing about it. So there's one saving grace at least in an Illumination movie. Thank God. Whose fetish was this, and why were they allowed to work on this movie?
Pay money? Then it's exactly what you've been looking for.
Wow, that's just crass.
Dear Fred, as your mother, I have always loved you, and it hurts me to have to tell you in this way, but there comes a time when every young man must grow up and leave the nest.
What the fuck? What a bunch of fucking assholes these family is. Who would do this? They're 20-year-old man. I don't know how old he is. 20-year-old. He's a fucking 40-year-old. He's literally a 40-year-old man, and he's getting an intervention by his family. Like, what a bunch of dicks. If you're this annoyed by his presence, fucking kick him out. Make him homeless. Let him live a life on his own. He is a capable adult. Throw in this goddamn soap opera intervention. Like, Jesus.
Number 1 victory royale. Yeah, Fortnite, we bout to get down. Get down.
So along with the kid from a few minutes ago, we see that the young Easter Bunny has grown up to be a cool, hip dude who rocks out and plays the drums. Because that's the demographic Illumination was looking for in this, I suppose. But it doesn't matter because he's rad and hip. It's a step up from other live-action animated movies. At least the rabbit doesn't rap in this. So the rabbit, who I forgot to mention, is named Hubie in this movie. Very, very cleverly named, I must say, on Illumination's part. Good job, character writing. Writing is hard in movies. Hubie decides that he doesn't want to be the Easter Bunny, so he fucks off to Hollywood and goes on a lot of wacky adventures before he ends up meeting James Marsden. But rather than letting this movie continue any further, Fred decides to murder him.
How could this night get any worse? Oh, I see. Car accident. Thank you.
I'm only joking. We need to have the obligatory character meets animated character animal that is in complete shock that they can talk scene. Everyone's favorite.
Who said that?
Well, who do you think said it? Your latest victim? You know what, couple of months.
Another thing you notice about this movie being labeled as a comedy, it's not funny.
I'm gonna look for some baby aspirin.
No, you say that you might run over a baby. On him.
But I wasn't going to. Wait a minute. Are you hopping?
Oh, am I? Oh, I didn't notice. You can't ignore me forever, Senor Bunny.
So a basic rundown of the plot of this movie. The Easter Bunny, who doesn't want to be the Easter Bunny, runs away, finds James Marsden. They go on a little road trip together, and the Hank Azaria chick wants to be the Easter Bunny for some reason. I don't actually know why. It'll come up later, and I guess we will find out is devious plot to be the new Easter Bunny, but it doesn't really make that much sense. I wish I could say more, but that is basically the entire plot of the movie. Like, there is other things that happen, but that's pretty much the whole movie summed up. Actually, I think James Marsden himself sums up the movie pretty well in this one scene here. We're then subjected to Rabbit does wacky things to piss off the main character. And then, after that, James Marsden's character tries to get the movie over even more by trying to dump the body of the rabbit. Like, it's almost like his character in this movie is self-aware that he's in a live-action animated animal movie, and he's like, I don't want to be a part of this. Just leave. Please, I'm not being in one of these awful cash grab movies.
Hop in.
He said the thing! This is the point where the movie where we're coming up to this scene. I want to talk about this for a minute. There's nothing special about it, but in context of the scene, EB is being hunted down by Delta Squad 5 with these pink berets. And he hides into this workplace that James Marsden's character is trying to get a job at. And he hides with this, like, blind blues band. I'm bringing this up because there's a few scenes like this where it's just obvious filler. They don't know what to do with the runtime of it, so they're just like, okay, blues band, let's put them in because, oh, the rabbit plays the drums. Let's have him play the drums again. He did it on the Rock Band game. He did it at the start of the movie. We gotta have scenes where he does drums, alright? And there's a lot of these scenes in the movie, and it's just obvious that it's filler. It gets to the point where it's like, okay, we get it. Why do you need to stop the movie to remind us, hey, this rabbit does drums? It's distracting from the story, but honestly, it really does take you out of it. Do they add anything to it? Not really. Are they entertaining? No. It's the movie itself with these scenes on top of it, it's boring, honestly. That's another thing. This movie is unfunny, it's boring, and these filler scenes don't do anything for it.
Is that a cough drop?
Yeah, it's cherry. It counts.
A peculiar garnish. Can I get some chocolate syrup?
Sure, doll.
Right, this is the bit that pissed me off most about this movie. When James Marsden first meets the rabbit, he has a normal human reaction, like anyone would have. And then when everyone else meets them, they're fine with it. They act like it's the most normal thing in the world, like it's every other common day of their life. They just see it, it's like, oh, yeah, talking rabbit, that makes sense. I've seen a few Bugs Bunny cartoons in my lifetime. That's fine. Like, be consistent of it. Like, have that woman freak out or something, and then they had to, like, get out of there. Maybe that would have been made for a funny scene, but no. That probably would have made the scene funnier, but no, I guess her reacting normally was funny in itself. It's just stupid. And then when he goes to meet the Hoff, as in David Hasselhoff, because for some reason he has to be shoehorned into movies at some point. The SpongeBob movie did it. Actually, that's a good example of why it's done in a good way, in a funny way, and I actually like that. But in this movie, it just doesn't make sense. It's a David Hasselhoff cameo for no reason. Anyway, as you'll see now, when he meets the rabbit...
Give him a chance. I didn't like it.
I loved it.
Let you down. This is a golden opportunity and one I intend to realize fully. Hey, wait. You're not surprised that I'm a talking rabbit?
Little man, my best friend's a talking car.
There's no reaction. He doesn't care that it's a talking rabbit. He's just all about that talent because that rabbit sure can drum. Did we mention that in this movie yet?
By their adorable name, they're the Easter Bunny's Royal Guard.
But you're the Easter Bunny, aren't you?
Of course I am, technically.
Oh yeah, did I mention the shoehorned in liar reveal plot of this movie? Why is this trope in every fucking... I know it's to teach kids not to lie, but Jesus Christ, please, for the love of God, someone make this trope into something creative for once, because even the first time it was used, I don't even think it was done that well. I think it was first used in Bug's Life. Who knows? I've gone so long in this video without mentioning it, but I can't help look at these scenes now with him and the rabbit in the car, and it just looks like a scene from the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. I'm sorry, I went so long without mentioning it, but Sonic the Hedgehog the movie definitely took small bit of inspiration out of this movie. Out of all the movies they could have done, they took a bit of inspiration out of this movie. I've been dreading this scene the entire movie. This is probably the worst scene in the whole movie. The rabbit ends up going to the James Marsden's character's family play that they mentioned at the start of the movie. I'm just drained, and the scene hasn't even started yet, but just look.
Sit down.
absolutely.
I want candy. I want candy.
I am a registered sex offender. I stuck my dick into a blender. Your mom is a transgender. I am a professional nude sender. You know that I be dominating. My cock and balls are rotating. Ice on my wrist, I could go skating. Between thick thighs, I'm suffocating. I have a huge fucking cock.
I know it's supposed to be this like all feel good scene for the kiddies watching the movie, but watching it now, God, shut the fuck up, make it end.
Alex, good job tonight. Isn't she a good Easter bunny?
Oh, jerk!
Well, Fred, seems like we made quite an impression on you the other night. Is this your new career? Upstaging grade schoolers with your ventriloquist puppet?
No. I got lots of other stuff going on.
And then right after that movie, I'm gonna go back on my point earlier, how the family in this movie are assholes. Literally every single one of them. The dad still beats down James Marsden's character like he's nothing. It's like, oh my god, give him a break. Yada yada yada, more villain chicken stuff. A pointless montage. Delta Squad comes in and finds that the Easter Bunny is dead, even though they fake his death. For some reason, I don't know why they do that. But they find out he gets knocked out and he gets brought to the Easter place because the writers are running out of stuff to put in this movie, like I'm running out to put stuff jokes in this video.
Oh, hello, who's this gorgeous devil? It's Eb, in here, please. Eb. It's EB. That's me.
Oh, alright, well, EB, you're wanted on stage in 2 minutes.
I got nothing to say about that scene. I'm pretty sure Russell Brand must have, like, begged to get his face in the movie somehow. I don't know, what do you want from me? So EB then ditches David Hasselhoff. How he would do something like that, I have no idea. What is wrong with you? And then goes back to the Easter Island and finds this undoubtedly cursed image. So how do you think this movie will come to its amazing climax? Will they have an epic battle of sorcery? Maybe using some of the candy, like those chocolate gun that was used a scene ago. What do you fucking think he does?
Oh boy. Hey, Phil, let's get this bird in the air. Phil, knock off the dancing.
Yes, sir, sorry. Lifting off. No way. Show's not over.
So the chick gets defeated with the power of music, and then we realize this movie was all for nothing because it literally ends with how the whole movie was, I don't want to be the Easter Bunny. No, you have to. This guy can be the Easter Bunny instead. Okay, well, we didn't want a chick to do it. Let's just give it to a guy. What was the point then? Overall, this movie is absolutely not remembered fondly by anyone. And it's clear to see why. I get it is kind of hard to really make a story about the Easter Bunny, but there was a movie made by DreamWorks called Rise of the Guardians, and they did like an adaptation of the Easter Bunny in a pretty good way. Obviously, he wasn't the main focus of the movie, but his character was interesting enough, at least. But no, you know, when Illumination is at the helm of it, of course it's not going to be anything special, because they just put no effort into any of their content. They are soulless, and they just beg for everyone's money. But yeah, guys, this movie didn't really put me in a happy mood for Easter. I mean, what are you supposed to really feel during this time? It's like the middle of spring. It's an excuse to get type 2 diabetes. What else can you do? Anyway, guys, this was a fun little video to make. Nice little dissecting this not great movie. But what else are you gonna do on Easter anyway? It's kind of become a tradition, I guess, with people like, oh, let's watch this awful Easter movie because it's bad. But I wanted to take a look at it on the channel. I felt like it would have suited some of the content that I did, and I think it was alright. I did pretty well with it. It was pretty fun to do. If you like this video, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. It would really help out a lot. I don't really have a common goal this time, but like the video, comment something. I don't care what it is. Post your credit card details so I can get some money. Subscribe to the channel again. I'll catch you later. Be excellent to each other. Goodbye.